A few days ago in the newspaper Ja, I wrote a brief piece about the brilliant trajectory of the guitar nowadays, recalling at the same time some details about my first composition for the instrument, the Zarabanda Lejana, written as long ago as 1926. Today, at the request of some friends, I'll write something about my latest composition, once again for the guitar, and written some 35 years after the former piece. This brief article is not in fact inopportune, since if not the work, at least its recreation has as its setting our own villa, Villa Joyosa. Exactly a year ago, the French musicologist Robert Vidal passed this way on his annual pilgrimage through Spain, looking for me. He is someone in his position in French radio and television absolutely devoted to the guitar. Here in our pleasant garden we got to know each other over a beer or two, and he told us of his cherished and already very well advanced project to organise an international competition to award a prize for a new work for the guitar. For 2 or 3 years, Radiodiffusion Télévision Française had been organising at Vidal's suggestion an international competition for performers, but in 1961 it was to be for composers. It seemed to me an excellent idea. But I was not quite so enthused by Robert Vidal's suggestion, indeed insistence, that I myself should take part in the competition. But who denies anyone anything in summer sitting under lemon trees a few steps from the beach? But privately I had decided not to take part. Nevertheless, I did take part in the competition, and that was due to Vicky, my wife, who reminded me when we were back in Madrid that an almost complete sketch of a work for guitar had been lying in a drawer for some time. I'd completely forgotten it. In fact, other works and other projects had supplanted it, and it had finally been buried amongst the papers. I never enjoyed revising a work of mine. Its themes, its writings, its problems belong to another time, and trying to give life back to all that is almost as hopeless as the desire to relive the past, that beautiful chimera for mankind. But I did revise the work. It had been conceived on a veritable plethora of allusions to the music of Manuel de Falla. That sustained its mood and sound world in a kind of distance from Falla's own personality, and although the actual themes of the work were my own, in this way a certain magic enveloped and tempered my own way of writing. The work, entitled Invocación y danza, homenaje a Manuel de Falla, satisfied me. Why not say so? Only a little retouching was necessary here and there, and its duration of 6 to 8 minutes was ideal. It was, therefore, just right for the competition. Under the pseudonym of Mio Cid, when I'm asked the reason for choosing this name, I reply that it's because Cid's name was Rodrigo. The piece was sent to Paris, and a few weeks later it was awarded the first prize from among the 37 works presented. The concert in the hands of that wonderful guitarist Alirio Diaz took place before a small but well-informed audience which filled the Salle Gaveau. And that's all, my friends, that needs to be said. Villa Joyosa is once again in some way the inspirer of my music, and I hope it'll go on inspiring it. The quiet of this little house is very suited to it, as is the peace created by this sunlit and tranquil countryside.